And welcome back to Humble Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D. With me today,
Spencer.
And right now we're going to first cover on the thing that where my dual commander
Yes, sir.
host is covering the first little bit, and we're going to be covering what happened on week 6 of the dual commander showdown at LifeLink. All right, so let's get into the deck list, shall we?
Yeah.
And this is my Sorin of House Markov deck, a really interesting new commander I've been trying to introduce to the dual commander community. And really neat that it starts off as a creature up front, which is an absolute requirement for dual commanders. It also has the Planeswalker ability in the backside, with two most interesting abilities of it allowing to +2 create a food token and -1 to deal damage to any target equal to the amount of life you gain for this turn. Not too hard to flip, just requires a simple 3 life gain. A lot of things that enable this with the LifeLink, the Soul Sisters Ice combos where you can just gain from triggering creatures into play, and a lot of different effects in this deck that are really cheap to allow you to gain a quick amount of life where you can dome your opponent out of nowhere real fast.
This deck is a mix of Soul Sister strategies and stacks pieces that was looking to combo you out in the late game using Heliod Walking Ballista.
It also has amazing pieces of hate pieces, so most of the white cards in this deck are just your death and taxes type of effects, like Thalia, the Guardian of Thraben, taxing your opponent, something extremely powerful and something you see a lot in these dual commander type decks. Anything in white just absolutely taxing your opponent and saying, hey, you're going to take a turn off for that combo, man. Slow down. So what we have right here is an Azusa Lost but Seeking deck. This one playing 55 lands because of the absolute gems of the lands that are being printed with all these added effects. Things like Glacial Chasm that stop these aggro abilities and aggro decks and slow them down with ways to kind of like sacrifice this and bring it right back into play and prevent your opponent from being able to kill you with those quick aggro decks. Lots of other combos like your Thespian Stage copying your Dark Depths land to make yourself a 2020 flying indestructible creature and just ending the game out of nowhere. Enablers like Primetime, which allowed you to have 2 of these land cards out of your deck, and all the kinds of cards you need to kind of stall the board, ramp out, get multiple land drops. Azusa giving you to explore every single time she comes in, she's out in play. So a must kill on sight type of commander with lots of utility and lots of other lands that are going to ramp themselves into something like Emrakul. This new Emrakul, the world anew, that when you cast a spell, you gain control of all creatures target player controls, flying, protection from spells, from permanents, from where they cast are immediately destroyed as soon as this thing leaves the battlefield. So it's a board wipe in itself, and a 12/12. This deck just really trying to play through the toolbox as strategy to ramp out massive spells and start crushing your opponent with things they just can't deal with, like Emrakul, the Promised End. So this might be a little bit of foreshadowing. This might be. But when Doggo got printed, I kind of went all in. I don't know if you see what I'm talking about.
You got all of it.
I got it all. That mat is
You got the deck box, the sleeves, and the mat.
Mm-hmm. And it might be a little foreshadowing for next week.
Oh, are you
She
gonna
put up the top 8 numbers.
Oh, really?
Yes, she
You
did.
gonna put her in?
I'm putting her in. Put me in, coach.
Philia is really cool though. Mono white though. I don't know. We'll see.
Dude, the triggers and everything you do for this thing looks so much fun. And when you're starting to try to get those Monarch things we were talking about earlier and blinking the Monarch effects,
yeah, that's
it's
pretty good.
super gross.
Yeah, I was gonna try her and Jeskai Aragorn. You can keep blinking the Monarch and stuff like that. If they, if your opponents take it from you, you can just blink it and get it right back.
There's also this additional combo that I don't know if they're playing with, but I saw from Magic Age just last night that I want to put in my deck. It's a 2-cost artifact. Pay 1, tap it, end the turn, as long as it's your turn. So when you blink her, and you blink one of theirs, end the turn, and then they don't get it back. So I can start cleaning up the board. If I have some of these things where I don't want like an evoke trigger or something like that, I can just end the turn. So say I evoke what's his name? The white
Solitude.
Solitude. If I evoke the Solitude, I can end the turn right there. So and I don't lose him.
Yeah, you don't get a trigger, but you do get a.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I instantly get to keep this 3/2. Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Going for a Thalia. If it's supposed to go to end turn, nope. You don't get the thing back. Sorry.
That's kind of cool.
I think I win the die roll on this one. Did I win it? I can't remember. Something that I want to do in this deck is definitely win the die roll. Especially against Azusa.
So we're going to see a bunch of lands in this hand, I assume.
yeah, I would hope. Would hope.
There is one proxy. It looks like the new Emrakul, the 12 mana one.
Yeah, he's probably in the mail. We do allow for 5 proxies in here to try to help people, especially for people trying to order cards. I'm still waiting for a lot of mine for some modern decks.
Yeah.
Thankfully, you guys helped me loan it out, but I'm like my modern deck was missing a Johnny.
A Johnny last night, yeah.
So looks like we're gonna see him start off. Patrick.
He's gonna
mulligan. Yeah, I'm gonna keep mine.
It looked like about 4 lands, 3 spells. One of them was 12 mana.
Yeah. One of the things I love about my deck, I really only need 2. I really only need 2 lands. Like
you're fine.
The curve on my deck is kind of 3 sometimes, but honestly,
most of it's 2s.
Yeah, and I may even be a little land heavy. Showcasing the doggo. I need you guys to see how much I love Best Doggo. This card is a menace, and I'm going to break her. While everyone's doing that, hoping today we can get 3 new followers. Looks like we need 3 new subs, so if your Basil Bucks expired, please renew those Basil Bucks. But they do have this thing for every month that auto takes you out of it, so you got to go back in and use your Basil Bucks again. So if you could, I'm not asking for the money here, but the Basil Bucks, I love the Basil Bucks.
Yeah, those Prime subs.
Get that money.
We got Kozilek's command in this deck too. I do like that card a lot. It's a cool one.
Oh no, my sword is covered over my beautiful, beautiful sleeves. What will I ever do? All right, getting started. The most epic turn ever. Forest.
Turn 1, snow-covered forest. We got a Scrubland and Thoughtseize. All right, so we got 2 options here. You got Kozilek's command or Tireless Tracker.
What would you have chose?
Do we have double colorless? We do have double colorless, so personally I like taking the Kozilek's command.
I would think when I was looking at this hand, I was trying to say, what does this do? He's got to kind of like sink in a lot of mana to get rid of something.
Yeah. So
and the Tireless Tracker is actually an engine.
Yeah, it depends what's in your hand. I don't know if you had removal or not, but
I do. And I'm really more concerned about the Azusa more than anything in this.
Yeah.
So
he's going to tap your land with Rashad Import. That was a good top deck.
Yeah, right? Right off the top.
That was a very good top deck.
This thing is just an impressive card. And unfortunately, in my low mana hand, this Rashad Import is going to put in a lot of work keeping me off my mana curve.
Yeah, that card puts in some work.
So right now, I was just thinking, do I want to take some shock damage right here? Do I have a turn 2 play, or do I go for...
I had the dog again.
It's in the deck, but it was on the top deck, and I missed the draw. I didn't get to play her this game, and I was so upset because I was really about to go all into the Thalia. But that Thalia is coming soon. I'm telling you, I'm making the deck. And one of the things that I'm not too afraid of is damage in this Azusa deck, because really what it's trying to do is kind of like stall me out and get to the point where it combos off for a 1-turn kill.
Yeah.
Life is kind of irrelevant at this point. It's either going to go all in and kill me, or that's it. It doesn't have like this incremental damage like I do.
No.
Like I do in some creatures. Maybe Burn has some like...
Usually the first big thing they slam down is probably going to kill you.
Yeah. And they want that to win.
Lunark veteran here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get the engine going. He cut the other half of my deck, and I was like, what do you want to do with this side? It's like, okay, you can have it. Okay. So many cards. I remember in Legacy, they're like, we can't have 60 card decks or 80 card decks because it's hard to shuffle. And it's like, have you seen Dual Commander?
Yeah. Am I a joke to you?
Am I a joke to you?
So this one's whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain a life.
Yes.
And it has Disturb for 2, and it does the same thing, but it's for leaves the battlefield.
Exactly. Yep. And it has flying.
Yeah.
Something our good friend Chris Calhoun might be a fan of, because he uses this several times for his combo pieces. But one of the key starting cards, if I can get it started, is starting with this to get my Sorin off real quick. If I can Sorin Extort into I don't know what's all that about. Okay. Hopefully our mics work just fine.
Yeah.
So if
So
I
what
can,
is this land? Deserted Field. Taps for colorless, 2 mana, sacrifice it, and return target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Or to your hand.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
nice little
I
cycle.
haven't seen that one before.
Yeah. I forgot to check for this thing in Life of the Loom, but this thing is just
Oh, yeah, it definitely did. Yeah, it was running like.
heavy amount of lands just
Yeah,
coming
this is
here.
more lands than I played in Golos. I played 45 in that deck. This one's
Really?
like 55.
55. Well, when you have an Azusa leader that says, hey, play 3 lands a turn.
Yeah. We're going to tap the scrub land again.
Yep. Luckily, I'm
Urza
hitting my land
Saga, though.
drops.
That's
And
pretty
my
nice.
land drops. It's good.
See a Selfless Spirit in your hand, a Deep Cavern Bat as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I
So,
had some answers for that command.
I feel like I would Deep Cavern Bat here and see what else he's got in his hand. Maybe take the Kozilek's Fan if that's all he has besides lands.
Yeah.
That's what you go for, yeah.
Yep.
So you gain a life as well.
Get a life from the
Alright,
Lunar
this hand
Veteran.
is pretty good.
Just going to take him
Yeah,
off from...
take the Green Sun for
Mhm.
sure. I like that. That's what I would have taken.
Yeah. And if he's going to go for the Kozilek's command, just get out of his hand. I'm
Yeah.
really not too concerned about what this Kozilek's command is going to be doing. And I know that they can't play the Chasm because that isn't... can you explain to them how the Chasm works?
So the Chasm, when it comes in, you have to sacrifice a land, and it doesn't actually tap for mana. It just says you can't take damage.
Yeah. But how's the
And
upkeep work?
The upkeep, you have to pay 2 life each time, and it's cumulative. So like it adds up. So it'd be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So really, you don't want to be paying more than like 4, and then you let it go away and try to get it back with something from Life from the Loam to Crucible World, stuff like that, so that you're never paying more than the 2 life or any at all.
Right.
Because if you have Crucible Worlds, you just never pay life.
Right. Thought I was pretty safe in here, thinking that he was just
This is
going
a new land as well from Outlaws.
Yeah, this one allows him to bounce it to his hand, and then he gets a scry.
Huh. Wow, that's really good in this deck.
Yeah,
That's really good.
really,
You
really
used to
good.
have 2 additional land drops, so you
Yeah.
can just keep bouncing this thing, and
Keep scrying.
yeah, that's pretty good.
I can't remember the name of this card, but it was really interesting
It was
to
in
see.
Outlaws, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah. So I guess this deck has gotten a few new pieces recently, so maybe that's why we've seen it coming back into the picture.
And I think just everyone loves Azusa.
Yeah.
she's
Azusa
everyone's
is
favorite
nice,
back
yeah.
in the day. Like,
I actually started putting this together myself.
I'm really kind of happy to see what this thing's been doing in the format. I know that we had
Okay, we're gonna surveil Crucible Worlds into the graveyard. Makes sense. We don't really have anything to get back with the thing right now.
we had a friend of a channel come in here and was wondering about what this deck was like, and I was really excited that Patrick put this thing together so now we can show him because
Sweet. Yeah, we did have somebody asking about Azusa the other week. Yeah, I was saying I was thinking about building it, but now somebody else is playing it.
I don't know. I mean, Patrick is usually running something that's pretty good in meta and trying to do.
Yeah.
The good news here, he finally allowed me to use
Finally
my
allowed
scrub.
you to untap your 1 land.
Yeah.
Now,
So
are
now
we
I'm
casting
thinking-
more spells, or are we going for the Urza Saga plan?
So Urza Saga, not a bad strategy in this deck, but it really doesn't pay off well on getting a bunch of constructs out here because it's not artifact heavy.
I noticed you paid.
Extort.
Oh, you extorted it. I see. I see. Gotcha.
I did this
I was
because
curious. I was like,
I get 1 life from the Lunar
I thought you were just used to your scrubland being tapped.
Yeah, right. No, but I get to gain 3 here, so instantly flip it up.
Flip
so
it, yeah.
Sorin triggers the Lunar Veteran for 1.
And now we're gonna kill
extort
the
for
Azusa.
another 1.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, get her down.
Get her off the field.
Yes, I cannot afford him to keep running through his entire deck like that. So
What's your next play here?
think it was. Oh yeah,
Just a spell bomb. Okay.
Yeah, he puts Crucible in the Worlds in the graveyard. And I was a
Yeah.
little concerned because this deck does do a lot of graveyard shenanigans. So this is one of the things I love about this Hate Bears deck. It actually comes with a lot of graveyard hate
Yeah.
because some of the decks out of nowhere just are getting really heavy on this stuff. Where you're playing Flage now is in the format. Croaks has always been kind of in the format, but there's a lot of these cards that really.
Care about their graveyard.
Yeah, and in getting a matchup against Flage and whatnot is actually a good matchup for me because I have so much Hate Bears for it. It's a very rough, hard deck to play against. A lot of the removal creatures, it's just a lot of value town in that Boros little deck with Flage just constantly doing the 3 for
Lightning
3.
Helix.
Yeah. But having these cards like now Spellbound that I can search for and other things like that to really help me get the answers I need on the board. And I love that Wizards is doing a lot of this more, where they're making artifacts that are like counter to certain strategies, making it 1 mana.
Yeah, you can grab it off the Saga.
Really getting the utility of it, which I think is driving the price. Here's Urza Saga has been holding on to value.
Oh yeah,
3 reprintings still in
card is very good.
It seems like
it's played in Vintage too.
Yes. When it comes to Urza Saga, One Ring, I feel like all of these things just are like you have to throw them in your deck. Like you start with those cards and then you build from there.
Unfortunately, we can't put the One Ring in our decks here. But.
No, One Ring banned in Dual Commander. It was that one of the fastest, or did we get away?
Yeah, it was gone in like a week.
Yeah, I don't even remember the opportunity to even try putting it in my deck.
I didn't get to try it either.
They instantly just got rid of it. Which, I mean, hearts out to our Dual Commander community. These guys understand exactly what to do to keep the format healthy. They
we don't
answer
have to deal
things.
with anything. Nadu faster, yeah.
I mean,
Nadu was the fastest ban I've ever seen, actually.
Yeah.
Nadu and Ajani, that is. I mean, they got banned soon. Ooh, we can't grab that
at the exact same time. No, he fixes me.
Yep.
I originally
has to be exactly 1 in the mana cost or 0.
Yeah. I remember something like in Humans or something like that when someone who was running this idea that it was at 1.
Yeah.
I think it was like some kind of massive event, and some guy convinced me that it was a legal target. And I was like, all right, whatever. But nope, he is 100% correct. And
it has to have exactly 1 or 0.
Patrick also very aware. Definitely has to be colorless.
Yep.
Can't be the one way.
Yeah. Nadu definitely did get banned the fastest that I've seen though.
The smartest ban in the world.
Yeah.
If you guys stick around for Modern, you're gonna see what it's doing to the format.
Yeah.
I might have some spoilers for you on some ways to beat the deck, and I also might have some things where it's like, yeah, it's just that good, guys. We'll find out. Aether Veil to play.
Aether Veil, okay.
Mm-hmm. This way, since he keeps trying to tax my lands with it.
Yeah, you don't need your lands with that one.
Exactly. Get some extra utility to start going wider in here, because I really need to start putting a clock on him. I realize that he's only 1 land drop away from recasting the Azusa, and then I have to deal with that again.
Yeah.
Luckily, only need to gain 2 life, but I have to be able to gain the 2 life, and he's got ways to stop my life gain.
Yep.
Right now, I'm just thinking mathematically.
Happy Sunday, chat.
Yeah, Mama Sam, good to see you. I hope you stop by and grab that free pack and stuff that we've had at the store for you.
Yeah, we did those at LifeLink.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Drop those things off, got your package back there. So next time you stop by LifeLink, make sure you pick that stuff up. You've won some great stuff. I grabbed them Friday. Excellent. Nice. Good to hear.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. Thank you. I love that we can give this stuff away. The more we grow, guys, the more that this channel gets into the point of being self-reliant, the bigger and better the prices get.
I guess Heliod Hill.
Yeah. Man, it was a little awkward here. I had the Abolisher I wanted to play, but then using that, I had to try to do something with that colorless that was floating from the Urza Saga, and there really wasn't any other play that I could play from here. So, just using this to get out. Now, I'm a long ways away, but this card's really good. Once I get to 27 life, I can. It's got a Vigilance lifelink.
Is this the one where
creates 4/4 angels?
Yeah. When you get to 27 life, you can pay 1.
Oh, just tap it. And create
just
4/4.
tap him. Okay.
Yeah.
It has Vigilance and flying.
Yep. So one of the things that
Vigilance and lifelink.
I was trying to talk to him through this thing here. The god, he doesn't see himself enter, so the life doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But when my lifelink 1/1 came into play, it triggers the lifelink, and now every single time, every time I gain a life,
that's cool.
And this is actually a key piece. This Heliod combo is an absolute key piece with my Walking Ballista. It's instant endgame. Yep. Instant endgame if I have these 2 pieces out together. So long as I can target them.
Yep. Cool. What do we got here? We're gonna kill this and get our green sun back.
Yep. Finally got out the board, which is exactly why you saw the 1/1 go over, because I figured exactly what he was going to do. I knew the cause was coming. He's playing face up for us, so I knew he was likely going to spend the mana to get rid of the bat to get the green sun back. So distributing the counter to get some more damage in.
2 Scions or 3?
3 Scions.
thought we only played X's 2.
I think he did X's too.
Okay. Or I guess they're not scions, they're spawns.
Isn't one of those tap for 2 though?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. I think I just give him, because we forgot to get the Modern Horizons 3 stuff in there.
Yeah.
So those are 0/1 scions. Tap, you sacrifice it and it gets you a colorless.
Yep.
They're 0/1s, not the 1/1s. I think those are 1/1s, yeah. So same effect, just they're 0/1s.
Yep.
Gonna create a food token and pass turn. Setting up my time for an actual like death trigger. This is one of the things I like about the stall decks. If they let me kind of like keep the board present here and don't touch my Sorin, I can bang up on a lot of
You
mana.
can start pinging them for a bunch too.
Yeah. I can minus after getting 2 food tokens. 6 damage is no joke. But here I think I put enough pressure on him that I think he whips on the land again, and maybe, I don't know, but I think I finally put enough pressure on him to get that chasm out of his hand. He's been threatening me with, like, literally since the beginning. Like, I knew it was coming. I not a whole lot I can do against lands. There is an Orchid combo that I have with Philia. The new white Orchid card, very good. It's a...
Also, this could be trouble coming for you here. Because he could green stun for 3 for Amunet Excavator and...
He can grab it from war. These sacrifice for colorless.
Yeah, but I'm saying he can grab the Ramunap Excavator and keep getting the Glacial Chasm back and not have to pay the life if he wanted to. But
Yes.
It looks like he's going for 6 here.
He was afraid he couldn't.
So I guess this land, this one taps for 2, so that makes sense.
His concern when that move was coming was he didn't want to play into my Nellisman Bob.
Oh yeah, you have the spell.
So
window. Yeah.
I did
So
believe that there
that's-
is a threat to if he tries to go into this.
Yeah, so
No.
that one's not going to work. But yes,
Those of you at home wondering why I put dice on top. Oh, you can't even see it. I do have a die on top
there's
of
a
my
die
deck.
on top of your deck
For the
your-
vials.
for your bile.
Hey, one of the things I like to do for memory, especially like your baubles, and never miss those triggers, or doing something that has an upkeep trigger, put a die on top of your deck. There's nothing wrong with doing that, and it allows you to instantly remember you're supposed to do this in the upkeep. Because if you miss that trigger in the upkeep, sorry.
Yeah.
So still trying to tax my land. Luckily, my deck, again, being 2 mana stuff, it's really not that hard. But it does stop me from doing some really cool things with Heliod, which is kind of annoying. Heliod has a pay 1 white and 1 colorless and give target creature lifelink.
Yep.
Which can really start getting the board in a good spot.
Is this Grand Abolisher here?
Yep. So now he
it's
can't
gonna shut
activate
the
effects on my
commander
turn.
off.
Yeah.
Or no, that's the one that he can't cast spells or activate
Abilities
on
on
your
my turn. Yep.
I was thinking of the Drannith Magistrate for some reason.
Oh, that would be amazing. I wish I could get into that, but it is in the deck. Now I'm thinking, where am I going to put this token? It's really interesting to you got to play around this thing because I know I got to worry about a 2/4, but with this Grand Abolisher, this does make Heliod live. I finally have the Devotion 5.
Yeah. It's a 5/5 with indestructible. It's gonna be hard to kill. Make another food.
Yep. Really setting up for that end game turn. Had I had the opportunity to be able to play that Grand Abolisher and pay for the lifelink here,
Yeah.
I think I legitimately could have killed him
Yep.
on this thing. Just having it gone through with no chasm. Unfortunately, that Rashad and Port is putting in that much work.
Yeah. Taxing you just enough.
Just enough. So I'm going to go in swinging with my Heliod here, knowing that it doesn't really matter. See if he takes the life. See if he cares about the 6, or maybe he wants to sacrifice one of those Scions to get rid of some mana. Not a lot of creative attacks here. I definitely don't want to lose any of my engines or any of my my blockers here, because I'm really close to being able to start making some angels. Especially with those food tokens. I'm like 2 sacrificing food tokens away from being able to start.
Pinging for 6.
Yeah. Well, just make my angels with my Timmy.
Could also green sun for like Primeval Titan here.
Yes, I could. Lots of different options
Curious
in
what
this
he's gonna
deck.
go for.
I think he sees the writing on the wall, and he knows that he's got to chasm me. I am like desperately trying my best to get him to chasm me.
Get that thing out of the hand.
Right now, he's pointing to his Crucible of the Worlds, thinking like he wants to get that back, leaving that open. I can say, in response to it, I'm just going to sack and get these lands out of the play. And now he's thinking, I think I might have screwed myself, because he took him off his double green that he was hoping to get. One of the things that's been suffering here, he couldn't play the Courser the whole game, has only been on 1 green. But played the card to get his Crucible Worlds back. And I know that in my hand, I think I have another Lion Slash. So, like, this deck full of different type of cards that
Can we
can
pull up
hate
this
on the
deserted
graveyard.
field real quick? I see. I thought it was something with this land here. I was like, what the heck?
Oh, no. And for all those, it might be a little surprised. No, this is pre-recorded. We cover this on every Friday, 6 o'clock.
All right, we got Chasm in play now.
Yeah. But I was like, you got Azusa in play, bro? You got Azusa in play?
Oh, yeah, because he already played that
He played
forest
the Chasm.
return.
Yeah. I was like, you got Azusa in play? He's like, what? I was like, you can't Chasm Force me, bro. You can't Chasm Force me. So he didn't play he discarded the Forest to get the Crucible Worlds. And he was trying to use the Crucible Worlds to bring the Forest back.
When he played
but he
Chasm,
forgot
yeah.
Azusa's not in play.
Yeah.
This one, I have only played against it a few times, but you got to read the card, guys. You got to make sure that I understand this thing correctly. Because now all I'm hoping is I get a white
He
orc.
cannot attack you, but you cannot deal any damage to him.
And I found out the hard way that I also can't drain him with Sorin.
Nope. Added you minus and...
I tried to. He let me take it back as I tried to explain to him what I was doing. And he was like, no, that don't work. That don't work. My life pool don't change.
Yeah.
I cannot
Yeah, it's
do
the
any
same
damage
with like
to him.
Tendrils of Agony. I thought that maybe that would get through it because it says you can't take damage. And I was like, well, this is loses life.
Yeah.
But no, that's still damage.
I'm thinking this, I can't unfortunately get this through. In my head, I'm thinking if I sacrifice two here, sacrifice, and then in his upkeep, it'll put him down. It just, there's nothing I can do when this Chasm's out.
Nope.
And unless I get my White Orchid, it's just...
Yeah. I guess you do have an answer to it, though. That's nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lion Sash here?
Yep.
Okay.
Lion Slash being the saving grace here. Another reason why I was not too worried about Crucible Worlds and him doing me getting rid of that now Spellbomb.
Yeah.
Here. So him... I remember Patrick was looking at me, he's like, how much graveyard hate do you run? I was like, all of it. Screw your graveyards.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta have it because people be doing some crazy stuff in those graveyards.
Mm-hmm. Notice I missed a trigger for life gain here. Could have put something over here. There's just so much. This board is just so busy.
A lot of things going on here.
Yeah. And me personally, just trying to make sure I keep that graveyard clean, because if he starts turboing out as oh, I remembered it. Okay. Just forgot to get myself the one. Like a genius. So, looking at Sorin, you know what Sorin says?
You can... Oh, yeah, you can gain control of a creature here.
Yeah.
If you wanted to. You would lose your Sorin, though, right? Or is it a -5?
It's -5.
Oh, so you would get to keep it.
I'm thinking about going up, and I'm also thinking I have this Sheoldred's Edict in hand. It says non-token creature.
Yeah, you can make
So
him
if he
sack
goes-
the six or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So right now you're going to see me talk about like maybe going a different route here, but in my head I'm thinking I need to get rid of this 6 so I can get Azusa off the board or whatever threat he might throw, because it does say non-token. Unfortunately, because of that, I can't do anything.
What is this one? Selfless Spirit?
So gaining 1 from the ETB.
Yeah. No, I'm saying the card. Is that
Selfless Spirit. Yes, yeah. And distributing the counters from all these life gains that do nothing. Go.
We're stuck in this chasm here.
Yeah.
So we're going to pay 1. Or pay 2, rather. Sorry.
Yeah.
Cumulative upkeep 1.
So if anybody's out there saying what happened here, I extorted. So so there was an extort cost for the chasm and
then
the
ETB for the
ETB
life
for
gain.
this for the life gain.
So we got two life gains and then a
2
2 counters there.
Yeah, and each individual case of gaining life, the Heliod allows me to distribute a counter.
Yep.
Just so people are following along. Not thinking I just added 2 random counters here. So he is going to have to take the 2. Which he did. For the chasm here. He has a way to not pay, but he also knows that if he doesn't pay, he's going to die.
Yeah.
Sacrificing some of those scions so he can go Green Sun. And I think this is the time he goes for Prime Time.
Yeah, Primeval. Yeah. Seems like a good choice.
It's one of the key engines of the stack. And now I'm realizing, crap, I need to get... he was asking if I had flyers, so he was wanting to know if Dark Depths was the combo here. I was like, no, I got flying. It's like, well, Dark Depths isn't the answer.
Yeah, yeah. You have, looks like 1 flyer down at the moment.
Mm-hmm. And his deck doesn't do a whole lot of interaction with my creatures. So. Yeah.
So Dark Depth's probably not the best thing to go for, because you have at least 1 turn of blocking.
Right now, all he's doing is taking this turn to find out what kind of like land combo he wants to pull off, because he knows he's going for 6 or for Prime Time. He knows he's going to Prime Time, but because when Prime Time enters, he gets to grab 2 lands from his deck. He's wondering what 2 land card combos am I going to use. And then he comes up and he says, "I got something special to show you. I got something special. I want you to see this." And I love that you foretold this thing without even seeing this matchup. He was looking and it's like, "I want to show you this new card of mine. He does this really cool thing. I want to show you." Because
is this the phase out one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming into play, he's like, "I'm going to phase this out so you can't remove it," which is a smart play against my deck. I have a lot of removal.
Yeah.
A lot of 1 mana removal. You have my Coast, so he was being generous to give me Abzan. He let me play Abzan for the day. I was really excited about that.
Siege Rhino coming down soon?
Yeah, dude. Because he gave me green, I legally now can have green in my deck. So Siege Rhino just manifests itself off the top. Siege, I miss that card so much.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
And here's that phasing card.
Prime Time's going to be phased out till his next turn.
Yeah.
So that one's not going to die.
Couldn't go for one of those amulet token things here, but he was too afraid that I would gain a bunch of life and have. And because I can't target him, but I can target Prime Time. Disgracing the Prime Time by painting a face down. Just kidding. He's trying to represent his face down. It doesn't exist.
Man, this has been a long game one.
Very, very long game one.
I remember we were all sitting outside the streaming area waiting for you to finish.
And my deck's usually pretty fast, but he's doing so many of these like stall effects.
Glacial Chasm's just keeping him in the game.
Told him I forgot to trigger. For the Aether Vial.
Oh, you already drew your card.
He let me have it. Exile.
Sin Collector.
I get to exile a sorcery instant from his hand. He doesn't have one, so it does nothing.
Oh. Is this new Springheart Nansuko? That's
I'm trying to gain the life and kill him right now, and he reminds me that Glacial Chasm doesn't work. Because of Glacial Chasm, it doesn't work. Because I thought for sure this would be the 7th life. I needed to kill him.
You
put a creature in the play, and then I'm like, no! This was my win con! And he lets me take it back.
Also, I see something very cool that's about to happen next turn, I think.
Yeah?
This Springheart Nansuko can bestow on this Primeval Titan, and then when it attacks, it'll get double landfall, make double copy.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what he's about to do to you?
He's gonna try. But I think you're forgetting what's in my hand.
You have Shielders CD.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're gonna minus to take the 6.
You gosh darn right.
Dang, I really wanted to see that. Yeah. I really wanted to see the double bestow.
Oh, he was planning on it. He knew he was going to end my life here. So now I got 6. Unfortunately, didn't give a haste because I could attack with him and get the effect on there to try to get some things. But unfortunately, stealing him does not give him haste. So, unfortunately, no.
I'm really upset that this whole bestowed primetime thing might not happen.
Thanks for wishing for my downfall here. I'll fight for my life here, man. I'll fight for my life.
He has exactly enough mana, too, where he could bestow get the 2 lands off of attack.
Yes.
Pay for 2 copies.
Yes.
Get 4 more lands.
Yes. No, the deck is super rude when I think this gets going.
This looks so fun.
Thankfully, I had the one answer in my hand ready for this. So I was baiting him the whole time, and I just had to control the board state. The 6 is okay. I get retrace in now. So if I draw a land...
You can retrace something in your graveyard here.
Yeah. But it just... By the Arc says...
I think there's a way to make an Antuco combo work with Modern Amulet.
Yes, there is. It actually already is.
Yeah, people are already doing it. So there's it's infinite combo with like Dryad of Elysian Grove and the Arboreal Grazers and stuff. So
it's exactly why he's been trying to get the Nantucos, and I haven't pulled a single one.
Yeah.
We needed 2 for the deck I built for him, but I haven't pulled any. That card is as elusive as most blue cards are for me.
Yeah. No, that Nantuco card is busted. It's so cool.
So we're gonna have our ETB.
I'm sorry, right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just like, nope.
We're not having any of that.
Yep. I'm telling him in his upkeep. I'm not taking any chances that he draws something to protect it, some land or something he plays to. And he's looking at this card like, oh, I won't do the fun thing. I won't do the fun thing. It's like, no, you won't do the fun thing because I know what you're gonna do.
Also, he's gonna have to pay 4 to the Glacial Chasm this time.
Yeah. He was going to try and also start recycling that Glacial Chasm and lock me in.
Yeah, which you can't really because of the Lion Sash.
Yeah.
So,
like his choices in here were never easy.
No.
Like he kept trying to go with these different routes, but because it's a Hate Bearers deck, guys, it's designed to look at any kind of thing you're trying to do and say stop it. But it's After Effects, so it's interactive. It's not your control meanie stuff where you guys say you can't play Magic. I'm like, you can play Magic. I'm just going to do my best to stop you from going off and killing me.
Top deck of Finale of Devastation. What's he going to do with this thing? You can do it for X equals 5 right now?
Yeah. Oh, let's see. 6.
Oh, you can't do it for 6 because this can tap for mana because you have
I got my 7. Cyan.
Well, it's double green. So it'd be for 6. The Finale of Devastation is X and double green.
Yes. Double green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, 6.
Oh.
You said 7.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. Even I'm getting my math wrong. I had too many toes and fingers math. I'm sorry, guys.
X equals 5. I don't know exactly. I don't know if he's playing anything where that would be relevant for 5. I'm not sure. Or 6, rather. Sorry.
One of these things that he's looking at is like, what answer do I have? And because Patrick's brand new to the deck, I told him that like the when you use tutors and whatnot, you use that opportunity to kind of like learn your deck. So he's going to tap out here and look through his deck to find out what answer he has.
Yeah.
So he's just going to go the full gambit, going for 6.
See what we have in here.
Yep. Yeah. Primetime, obviously, one of the better answers that could come from
we're
here.
Not there anymore.
Does that get from Graveyard Finale?
Yeah, you can do it from Graveyard, so you could have grabbed Primeval.
No, I couldn't. He does let me target that. I was going to be gone.
You have Lion Sash, of course.
I got to keep it open, baby. You got to have that Graveyard hate. So he's going to look through his deck. He knows the game's been going long. And he's running out of options here, especially with the way his top decks are looking.
Yeah. Killing
the Primetime, eating up his graveyard.
If he didn't have this Graveyard hate in play, I think that he could just keep looping this Glacial Chasm.
Oh, 100% could. And he told me that. He said, I had 3 ways to next Sunday.
Yeah.
To start cycling this Glacial Chasm. But my Lion Slash said no.
Nope.
Says no. So he concedes.
All right, so I guess he didn't have anything that would have changed it.
Best way to win, concession. Yeah, couldn't fight over this ridiculously large board state.
Are you going to shuffle his 6 into your deck or you get it back?
I want a 6. I want to play with a 6. See, look, I'm throwing out my deck. I'm throwing out my deck. 6 is mine now. You understand?
You better hope you can say Maya down again.
When cards... Oh, okay, why did I give it back? Why did I give it back? I wanted to play Abzan the whole time, and he gave me the opportunity. He was playing Yavimaya. It's a legal card now. I have forests.
It's not legal with your commander. All right. So
You guys get the
he's
magic
gonna be on
shuffling.
play.
Oh yeah, and we're about to see some amazing heads up magic from this one. I'm really looking forward to it. FYI, we got a bunch of people already in the chat chatting away. We're giving away 2 packs at the end of their stream. OJT got some good
All
hits
for free.
Modern Horizons, and we got some other giveaways that we're going to be talking about.
This hand looks pretty nice from Patrick here.
It is an impressive hand for him. We're going to see if
Utopia
I can
Sprawl on 1, so he can play his commander next turn.
Yeah.
Already.
Right off the bat. Really good start for him.
Got Hive of the Eye Tyrant from you.
No turn 1 plan, sadly.
All right. Is Azusa coming down this turn? I'm assuming so.
Should be.
Oh, maybe not. No Azusa. All right, okay. What is this one?
It's
Search your library for land.
yeah. Look at the top.
Choose creature, land,
choose
reveal the
creature,
top.
lands, and then it's like draw 3, draw 4. You choose
What?
land or creature, and you get to add. He chose land, so he gets to add 3 lands. to
Oh
his
my
hand.
god, that card's insane.
Yeah, well, it's a lot like the. Have you seen the Affinity deck that I played? You could just you can look at the top 5 cards and add all artifacts to your hand. And in Affinity, I just have 5
Jesus.
cards. It's it came out in Brothers War, and it's really good.
That card right there is insane.
Yeah,
What is
Modern
this
has
called?
been doing this draw
Waiting
5
way,
stuff. here.
Winding Way? Yeah, that's pretty nice.
I'm really impressed with some of the.
Do you have to discard a hand
Card
size or no?
Yes, you still have to discard a hand size.
No, I'm saying like I guess he doesn't have to here, but
Oh, okay.
oh, we got some chats in here. No way you said OCJ and good hits in the same sentence. OCJ, I need 5 more newspaper prints and I have them all. Nice.
Yeah, right. Mama Sim knows what I'm talking about. There's a lot of good hits in here. Not only do they have those guest stars. Hey, Francis, thank you
Got
for
a
the
new follower.
follower.
Thank you.
Thank you. 2 more to go, guys. Just 2 more to go, and we got this. Fancier, I appreciate you. Fancier, if you
We're
just
almost to 160.
comment down below, you can be in for the running. I don't care where you live. I honestly don't. I send stuff to the Philippines. I've sent stuff to Europe already.
Yeah.
I'm sending stuff all over the world. So all you gotta do is just comment, and you're in the running. We got some awesome giveaway stuff too. So stick around. And have you seen the cost of some of those like guest stars? What do they call it? The big scores?
Oh yeah. The big score. That's the value, and that's that.
Right.
All right, Azusa's coming down. We got Radiant Fountains. We're gonna gain 2, and we can play another land here. What do we want to play?
His whole hand,
Yeah, let's
basically.
just play them
Like
all
as soon
out.
as I have this
All
out,
lands.
yeah,
I think it's gonna be Rashad at Port.
go figure.
wow.
Right?
No. Oh, okay.
He's got 2 additional.
Oh
land
yeah,
drops.
yeah.
So
He got 3 land drops. That's
Yeah.
her.
He-
Oh yeah.
Azusa is a kill on sight, and I can't
So what
do
is
anything
this
because
scavenging ground? This is 2 mana, 2 and tap, sacrifice the desert, exile all cards from a graveyard. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
yeah, good for the hate.
Tap you off
haters.
your black mana here.
Yep. Really good heads up play from him. This Rashad Port puts in a lot of work.
Yes.
Azusa,
W
Mog,
deck.
Sorin, W deck.
Yes.
It can. It can.
Go
I
Shadow
just showed
Spirit.
you how to beat it. You just grind them out of the game. I do have some really cool X-out combos that can just really go off really quickly if necessary. But I like to play the long game. I like to play interactive Magic. So that's my biggest strong suit. I've been a Jund player my whole life, so this is just Jund with lands right now.
Oracle of Moldiah coming down too now.
Yep,
So you can
simply.
play another additional land, and you can play lands from the top of your library. Oh, or no, you play with the top.
Yeah,
of
no,
your,
yeah, reveal, then you
with
play
it
lands
revealed.
off the top of
So
lands.
it's Courser of Crufix, but
4 land drops a
additional
turn.
lands.
4 land drops a turn. That's all.
Yeah.
Just 4 land drops a turn.
2 explorers.
2 explorers.
How are you at 15 mana, dude? 2 explorers.
2 explorers. 2 explorers.
It's turn 2. That's like the I summon Pot of Greed of our,
Yes,
of our
of
game.
our community. I summon Pot of Greed and draw 4 cards from my deck. That's not what that card does. I summon Pot of Greed. That guy's a legend.
So this one's from Ixalan. What does that one do? All these obscure lands that I have no idea what they do.
That's the land deck.
I'm
That's
trying
the
to
new one
read
for
it
the
like
Caves
with
of
my
Ixalan.
head sideways, but I don't.
That's how you get it. Fancy Puma.
we go.
Yeah, you're in the running.
Appreciate it.
So if you tilt your head like 17, like, you can read it easier.
160 degrees.
Yeah, it's 160 degrees to the left right there.
I don't know what that land does. Do you know what that one does?
The caves, I don't remember. I'm getting beat down so hard right now. That do you think I care? I'm on 2 mana. This man is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's
7
the
lands?
Pit of Offerings.
Yeah.
I don't know what it does then.
He's got 8
I'm gonna look
mana,
this up.
7 lands, 8 mana.
It's not. I don't have to turn 60 degrees now. Enters the battlefield with.
Okay, I can't read that. I'm gonna have to pull it up on my phone.
Tectonic Edge off the top. I'm gonna play that for
Oh
free.
God, you're about to start getting.
I was so thankful when he started hitting on lands. I'm terrified right now. Like, just... He's coming in for attacks with Azusa, man. He's attacking me with
You're
his
getting beat
Azusa.
down. Well, the Tectonic Edge would be good if you actually had 4 lands.
Right.
Your mana's really getting taxed this game.
100%. I'm like really...
I mean, this doesn't even look fair.
doesn't.
You're on 2 lands and he's over here on like 8.
and he's taxing me every single turn saying, you can't play. You can't play.
Is the doggo going to save you?
I wish.
Okay, we're gonna discard
Discard
the
hand size. I can't do
cast any
anything.
of your spells when all your
Yeah.
mana's getting tapped.
Well, it's funny here because he points to it and he says, you can attack with a bat. And I was like, I'm not an idiot. You have endurance and castable. Like, he can literally cast the endurance from Flash. He's like, you attack with a bat. And it's like, you're not getting this card back. Like, he really wanted his
He didn't have
reclamation.
double green though. I
Because
don't
I
think.
was,
Did
yeah.
he?
Yes, yeah. These two.
Those were tapped.
No.
Yeah. Oh god, Ugin's coming down next
Yeah.
turn. Yeah. This one's turned out pretty good for him.
Yeah, just a bit. Just a bit. He didn't even untap his creatures. He was like, I'm going to leave them tapped because I don't care.
They're coming in again.
Yeah. I mean, they could. Just. Like,
This Azusa deck looks pretty fun.
I'm looking at this. Like, we're running low on time here, too, running this thing because we're the first game took forever.
Yeah, I remember setting outside like, oh god, when are they gonna finish?
Yeah. Because this deck stalls so well. Not to mention, and this is where you see it playing fast. I think if Patrick goes in the mindset of wanting to play this deck fast, legitimately he can start.
Slamming big guys.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna blow up Blast Zone to kill your bat to get the Reclaimer back.
He wanted that Reclaimer real bad. Real bad.
Wants to kill you with Dark Depths.
I guess. I mean, he wants to have his deck do all the fun
I
things.
think this Ugin's gonna probably end the game
You think?
more than likely.
You think? I love that I get to foretell my hands. But
Finally get to cast a spell. Guide of Souls.
Guide of Souls!
That one might
coming
get
in.
you back into the game.
Yeah, right.
Now Endurance gonna come in.
Oh, you know what we did to Finn yesterday? It was so funny. The endurance came down. This was like we were doing some practice, and he had one card in his graveyard. And we looked at Fit, and we're like, "Shuffle it." And then Patrick looks at me and said, "Shuffle it." And then he's just like, he's like, "What?" And he's like, "I said shuffle it." And he's like this.
All right, so this is a proxy land. I'm gonna pull this up because I don't exactly know this one either.
Horizon
Why is my phone
Progress.
on? I want that on airplane mode.
Kind of bullying Rex with that one.
This is the one where it's the Horizon or the Canopy land, but
Yeah, we showcased it
Yeah.
in the beginning.
yeah.
Yeah. Here comes your boy Ugin, man. He's coming and putting in some
Yeah.
work. You're missing it.
He's gonna bolt your
Yeah.
Guide of Souls here.
Yeah.
And this guy can ultimate very fast, and he's got a pretty good ultimate.
Yeah, just a bit. He was pointing to he only has one in the graveyard, so he's not going to do that much damage to me. And I was like, how generous. How generous of you. I'm trying to tap that thing. He's like, nope. All right, land
We
finally off
hit
the
black
top.
mana though. Okay.
Yeah. Finally can play something. It's good. Do I go for Sorin? Do I go for... There's literally nothing I can do in this situation. Like, he thought my board was gummed up last time. Look at his board now. He
You
did
just
this
have
all
to
like
play
turn 3.
Sorin, live next turn, and then somehow gain 20 life next turn and ping him for 20. You might
This is so
win.
oppressive. So oppressive.
This is ridiculous. There's so many lands on the other side.
Right? And he's got a summer pack coming in, so now he can grab whatever he
Oh
wants.
my god. Prime time.
Here comes Yapmaya. So now his Chasm, if he wants to play it, he won't. Doesn't need to. Shifting.
Jesus.
It's 4 land draws, guys. 4. That one I think you can play.
No, you can't because it's the front side as a spell. Yeah, I was gonna say that'd be pretty cool.
Right.
Bolt you. Do we have lethal now? 1, 2, 3.
I'm pretty sure it does.
No, you're one off.
Oh, 1 off? Okay.
If we can get 2 lands in the graveyard, we got it.
He's counted out too. I think that was one of the things that Patrick was like, I almost can kill you. And I was like, almost isn't enough.
So you can get 1 land into the graveyard with Glacial Chasm. I don't think we have another way to. What do we got here? Brutal Cathar.
Well, no, not Brutal Cathar. This is Cathar.
Cathar Commando.
Yeah. Commando. This is allow me to stay alive and get that Azusa off the board or that
The
one off the
Oracle.
top. I need
Probably
to
get the Oracle.
I have to.
That thing has drawn him at least 3 cards off the top.
Yeah.
Like 4 cards. Like that thing's insane.
It is. If that top card is another land, he's playing all 4 off the top.
It's insane.
So, yeah, I had to do something to get rid of this, and it's not like it was going to live much longer, anyways. I'm fighting for my life here, man. I'm fighting for my life.
So Titania's Command. This is one we don't see a lot.
This is an amazing card. Read that thing out loud.
Yeah, this one is 6 mana, sorcery, choose 2. Exile target player's graveyard. You gain 1 for each card exiled that way, or you can search for up to 2 land cards, put them on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Land cards, it doesn't even have to be basic.
Nope.
Create 2/2 green board tokens, or put 2 1/1 counters on each creature you control. Yeah, that's a good one.
I think you put the counters on all of his
Counters
creatures.
and then searching for lands.
Searching for lands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when
Best
say
means
Shark
stage.
Depths.
I don't know if it did go for Decklists. It didn't really matter.
Yeah.
I'm at 3.
I don't think he's going to need that, but he's just rubbing it in.
I'm like, dude, you could just take out
He's basically just showing you I can kill you 3 ways to next Sunday.
And I still didn't get to see Felia. The whole reason I lost that game is because Felia didn't come up.
Yeah, she might have changed the...
She would have changed the entire equation.
It would have, yeah.
Best doggo will come in here and win games out of nowhere. That's just a shame. Just a shame. All right, so what you're going to see
game
here...
one and your first round of the day, and you're going to lose me before we even get to finish this one.
It was a long game.
I think I'm on the camera next round. I want to see that.
We're going to see it. We're going to see it soon. I got to set up the board state after this one here, but tie ball game, Patrick showing exactly what to explore looks like.
Yeah.
To explore, going land heavy, knocking me out of this game. I'm like, all right. And then I remember Rex was sitting in the back and he was like, do you want to do first exchange of life points? And I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I've got to be close to turns at this point, right?
We're on.
Yeah.
You'll see the dice come out here soon. But they were like, okay, first exchange of life points. And I was like, you don't do that. I'm not doing that. And it's not fair to him because I'm in a life gain deck.
Yeah.
Like, I can literally just extort Sorin win.
Yep.
Like, there's too many things in my deck that just auto win.
Yeah.
But you're about to see the greatest 3 turns of my life.
What are y'all already on, like, turn 0 here?
Yes.
Hey, really?
Well, no, the die will come out here soon. But I'll show it to you.
Shadow Sphere.
Go. Turn 1. Those games took way too long, unfortunately. Tap land.
Get tapped.
Going in game turn 2. Wait for the magic here. It's insane. I've got like this amazing card I play. Godless Shrine. Take 2.
Sorin coming in? No?
No.
Okay.
Gonna
This
grab
is
my
the
land.
farmhand.
Yeah.
Bitch's farmhand.
I gotta get that Shadow Spear in there to attack him. But I also gotta make sure I hit my land drops here.
Crystal Vein. So we're going to see Azusa come down here. I got 2 lands coming in.
There's 2 Explorer coming in here. They thought I put it into play. Everyone's like, does that put it into play? I was like, I wish. I probably busted it, but
It would be very good. Got Dust Bowl and the new one, Urza's Cave. That's a good one.
Yeah. I was just glad it
That's
wasn't Rashad Port because
Your
that
turn
thing's
4.
that thing's giving me like PTSD at this point.
Nightmare fueled.
There you go.
You gonna kill him here on turn 3?
Oh yeah, I'm going off. This is the
Turn
combo.
four, turn
This
four.
is the combo. You didn't see my combo? I cut down. Yeah, get that off the board. I'm going to duress him. And I'll take Conduit of the Worlds.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to matter. It's turn 4.
This is,
You're just
wait for
asserting
it.
dominance.
No, I take the Titania. I should put in some work here. Pay the needle, calling Conduit. It was the only activated ability he had in his hand.
Swing for the 1.
Did you see that roar? Did you see that roar?
You see this? If this went by life totals, you would have lost.
I know.
You were at 18.
End up in a draw. I'm sorry. Draw's not terrible in this one.
Actually.
They help you. They can get in there.
Yeah, you can still get in the points leaderboard. So.
I was gonna take you down, man. I was gonna take you down. good sport of Patrick.
That was a long one.
Unfortunately, yep. That was round 1. Amazing draw between Sorin and Azusa. But we got to see some really good gameplay from some really cool decks here. We are about to go to round 2. I got to clean up the board state. Stick around with me. I think I'm gonna get Nate's YouTube video up here. Can you tell the guys what we're going to be up against?
Yeah. So it's going to be me on the new Tameo, the Simic Tameo. Mostly mono blue. I'm only splashing green for Oko and Sylvan Library. Those are my only 2 green cards in the deck. Other than that, though, it's just like a mono blue tempo deck with new Tameo. She's very good. She's very easy to flip and very easy to ultimate. It's insane. I think I've ultimated her at least 4 times at this point,
right.
And I've only been playing her for 2 weeks. And I'm going to be facing off against a new guy that was in town from Alexandria, I believe he said, and he was on Zur the Enchanter, which is a classic Esper old one. It's 4 mana, like I forget its power. I think it's a 1/4 or something. But when it attacks, you can grab an enchantment from your deck, 3 or less, and put it onto the battlefield. So it's a classic commander from back in the day. Everybody used to play this thing.
All right, so bear with us. We're gonna go away for just a hot minute. I'm gonna showcase one of my absolute favorite creators.
Yep.
This is Beyond the Deck Box, where a man who I take all of my advice when it comes to gaming supplies and what I need in the world. And I want to start
Great
showcasing
reviews.
more of you players out there. So if you're a creator, I've already asked for permission to be able to play this in stream for you. He gave me permission. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
But if you want to be on that chance for when we take these breaks and we have to cut over and clean up the board state and get things nice and neat for you, so we have a good presentation for all the other platforms, let us know. Well, I'll happily showcase your guys' stuff while we kind of just disappear for just a quick minute.
Yeah. And this is a guy that you can go watch, and if you need to find some new binders or some better sleeves, deck boxes, anything, this guy covers it all. So he will tell you if it is worth it or not.
Yes, the price, the value, he puts these things to durability tests. Seriously, I do not trust anybody better. Not to mention the editing that this man does is just
so good.
So good. I want to get up to this level, guys. Someday, maybe. So for you out there on YouTube, like, subscribe, push that like button. We're seriously trying to get monetized. Please help us out. To you guys out on Twitch, stay with us. We'll be right back.